Today I'm speaking to you as a patient, not just as the founding father of hashtag One Patient, One Record for Belgium, but especially as a patient. Because the reason why I started this movement is that 3.5 years ago, I got a diagnosis, cancer. It feels like you get hit by lightning. Nothing makes sense. You don't want to hear it. You're in denial, and then it all starts. I wanted to find out whether it truly was true, so you want a second opinion. You go and find data. Well, you try to. And that's where it went wrong. That's where I found out that I had to go to several different hospitals to find parts of my file. I even had to query my 80-year-old mom to find out where I had been in a hospital, because the data simply is not readily available. And that's when I thought, is this a unique case? Am I that strange guy whose files are scattered all around? When I dug deeper, I found out it isn't the case. It is the case for a lot of people. And so I created a movement to bring all of us together. And I can be very happy to tell you that in the meanwhile, several thousand people have joined me in this movement and have shared their stories. They have shared, like here, where Lotte tells about the fact that she is a social worker and can't get at the details of the people that she has to work with. Where you have Karel, who can't get information that is dearly needed, but the insurance company has the data. You know, like someone who had a malpractice and now is trying to get hold of his data. Impossible. Well, I can go on with several more of those. Between 10 and 12 people every week consult their services but don't have access to their data. Incredibly enough, some of these people even get the message from the hospital that due to GDPR restrictions, they were not allowed their files. So there's all this misconception about the data, because if you look at the core of it, the patient is the data, because it concerns only his body, his mind, his environment. And the first one they exclude from that information is the patient himself. So I started this movement because I think we should all have access in a secure, delicately balanced way to all of the information that is required to save our life, or to enhance our life, or to make it better, or whatever you want to call it. But you know, data is what makes us healthy, because it allows us to figure out what is wrong. It allows the pharma and other industries to figure out how to treat certain diseases. It is what keeps us safe and healthy. IT can devise programs that will make it all work, can devise all kinds of applications or whatever we want to call it. We can get to that. There are enterprises who have petabytes or even zettabytes of data, and they can be actioned upon. This can happen to our data as well. But for that, we all need to work together. I want access to all my data for every patient the same way, which means freely available where needed, whenever needed. And that's what hashtag One Patient, One Record for Belgium is all about. It's about my cancer, but then not.